we are going to learn about PowerPoint presentation. Now last time I told you about how to give a different types of screens or sets. That last example I give you, that we can turn a text into a particular designs. Okay, now today what we are going to do, we are going to use tables in our presentation. For inserting a tables in our presentation, we are having a insert tab, and insert tab we are having a tables group. Okay, and then we can utilize or we can insert a table as per our requirement. The first thing is this: by using a insert tab and tables group, from there we can directly select how to insert a table into our presentation. First thing. Second thing, when we click on a tables, two new tabs is being introduced, that is a design tab and a layout tab. Okay, now when we insert when we click on a present table, two new options or two new tab is opened, design tab and layout tab, and these design tab and layout tabs are used for designing a table and for changing the layout of a table. Now let's go how to create these things. Okay, how to use a insert tab and all design tab and a layout tab. So today we'll see how to insert a table. Fine, suppose I'm having this blank sheet or blank slide, sorry. Then I'll go to a insert tab. Just see this is your insert tab. Insert tab, we are having a table. Click on this down arrow key and select the table as much required. If suppose I required a table of 4 columns and 4 rows, just see this, 4 columns and 4 rows, it will be displayed over here, and just click over here, then a new table is inserted with 4 columns and 4 rows. This is the first thing. Now when you click, or since right now we are working in a table, so that is why you will see that there are two different tabs is introduced, that is a design and a layout. Design tab is for designing a complete table, it provides all the features for designing a table, and the layout tab provides the features for changing the layout of your table. So now let's see, today we'll see how to design a tab, how to design a tables or different things which is provided in this particular tab. Okay, in a design tab, the very first we are having a table style options. This is a group, keep remember this thing. In a design, we are having a table style options group. In this, the very first we are having a header row. Now if you'll see, this header row is on, that means it is clicked, that means it is on. The header row, the first row of your table will be known as your header row, and so if it is clicked, that means this particular row will be displayed in a different or in a filled section or a different way than other rows. Just check it out, this thing, that the table row, the header row is displayed in a different way than all other rows, so that is why it is known as a header row. If suppose I deselect it, so all the rows will become in a normal manner, header row. So if header row is on, that means that first row of your table is displayed in a different manner. Okay, then similarly to header row, we can use a bottom row also. Bottom row, that means generally this bottom row is used for displaying some totals. So if we click this total row, that means again the bottom row will be displayed like this. Let's see, if suppose I'm increasing some more rows in this particular, just see this, as I'm increasing a rows, automatically the bottom row is displaying in a different manner, okay, differently. So header row is for headings, bottom row or a total row is used for displaying the totals in your table. Okay, this is the first thing. So total row and a header row. Now next option is a banded rows. Banded rows, that means you can see that all these rows in in this table, the rows there are, we are having a different band, band, okay. अलग अलग, हर रो का स्टाइल जो है वो अलग अलग दिख रहा है. दैट मीन्स वी कैन easily identify which data is in which row. For an example, if suppose I put some data over here, say name, class, then section, then name, class, section, and then say subject. Name A, class 10th, section A, subject maths. Name B, class 10th, section B, subject say SCIENCE, science. Name C, class 10th, section C, and then say math, science, Hindi. Okay. Now another thing, if you just observe it right now, suppose I'm writing in small letters. Just check it out. Say name is DIVYA. I'm writing things in small letters, and then as soon as I move from this particular cell, automatically the first letter of that name is capitalized. Okay, that means this is known as a proper case. Keep remember this thing. This is known as a proper case. Proper case, that means the first letter of first word should be capitalized. Okay, this is known as a proper case. So in the case of a tables, automatically things are converted into a proper case. Now again I am giving you an example. If suppose I write only x, small x, now as soon as move from this particular cell, automatically it converts into a capital letter. Small d, again Hindi, then English, converting to English. Is that clear? So now you can see, if suppose I want to find out what is about B, about a student B. So this band, just check it out, the B band, I can clearly identify this band. So this is known as a banded rows. If suppose I remove this banded rows, that means now it is a bit, right now the data is very small, so that is why you are able to see this thing. Otherwise, if data is a very huge data, say 100 rows, 200 rows, then you might get confused for that which row is having which data. Okay, say for C you will say for C चेक करते करते C में आखिरी में तुम इंग्लिश में पहुंच जाओगे. दैट इज C इज हैविंग अ सब्जेक्ट एज इंग्लिश. कंफ्यूज हो जाते हैं. Clear? So banded rows give you a very clear idea that in which row you have to deal. Clear this thing? So this is known as a banded rows. Now next I'm just going to a first column. That means my first column should be should appear in a different way. Similarly, if suppose I required the last column also, we can use a last column also in a different way. Okay, so first column and last column. And then thing is the banded columns. If suppose we required a banded columns, now just check it out. This column in a same way, this column in another way, again in a same way. So that means the columns, we should be able to identify columns also. So that is why we can for this what we can do, we can utilize a banded columns. So generally we use a banded rows like this. And if suppose we are having some other data and we require a total of that data, then we can utilize the data also. For an example, suppose I'm taking an example of a mark sheet. Suppose name say maths, let's see, name, class, section, percentage, or marks. So marks 50, marks 60, marks 70, marks 80, like this. So marks 90 and 100. So suppose I required this is D, E, 10th A, f 10th b. So what we can do, we can use it like this also. So this is how what we are doing, we are creating a mark. So now if suppose you required a total over here, so what we can do, we can write, we can use a total rows. So over here we can simply write total, and then we can find out, we can write a total. For suppose the total is, if suppose I'm not calculating it, suppose the total is 450, so we can write a 450. So this is how what we can do, we can design a complete table in a presentation. If suppose you want to display any data in the form of a rows and columns, we can utilize this. Another thing, if suppose we want to increase the size of this table, we can directly increase the size of this table. You don't have to do anything, just check it out, just drag it and you will be able to increase the size of a table also. Okay, so this is how what we can do, we can design a table. So these are the different things in a very first table style options: header row, total row, banded rows, first column, last column, and a banded columns. Clear this thing? Now next thing, we are having a different table styles. If you want to choose any other particular table style, you can choose it. Suppose you required this style, if you required this one, if you required some other style, so we can choose a design or a color as per our requirement. So there are different designs and colors are available over here, so we can utilize all these designs and colors from this provided one. Just check it out. Is this clear? So this is how what we can do, we can select design and colors as per our requirement. So this is how we can change the style of a table anytime. Now next thing, the next option in a table styles, in a options in a table styles group, we are having a shadings. We can provide a shadings. Suppose you want to provide a shade to this particular mark. So I want to provide the shade for this particular cell. Just click on this cell, go for a shading and just select a shade. Suppose I want to display in a green color. Okay, there it is. Suppose I want to display this one in a orange color. Just click over here, go to a shading and choose a color as you required. Okay, so you can select a colors as per your requirement. Clear this thing? So look, suppose I am taking again over here as a red color. So there it is. So this is how what we can do, we can choose a shadings. The next thing is a borders. All these are known as a borders. As you know that in a table we are having a outer borders and a inner borders. Okay, so select a complete cell. Just check it out. I'm selecting a cell right now. I'm not selecting a cell, I'm selecting a table. For selecting a table, just go to the top or any other particular side of a table, and just when you get a side arrow key, then just click over here. Now you can see this, my table is selected and my cursor is not anywhere in this particular cell. So go to a borders, which type of border you required, all, outside, inside, top border, borders, inside horizontal borders, or something like this. Suppose I'm using a all borders, so it will be displayed in a all borders. Just let's see how it will display. It is displayed like this. This is known as the all borders. That means the all the data is enclosed with this borders. Okay, borders. And if you want to remove a borders, just no border, so all the borders will be removed. The next is effects. How to display your table cells. Okay, just see, if suppose I want to display the cells like this, or I want to display cells like this, or I want to display cells like this, just check it out. Your cells will be displayed in a given or selected levels. The next thing, we are having a shadow. we can provide a shadow, whether you require an inner shadow, outer shadow, which type of shadow. Like this is your outer shadow. This one is your inner shadow. Okay, and this is your perspectives. So a complete table will be shadowed like this. Just check it out, this particular portion. So this is known as a effects. Okay, so this is how we can use a table styles for changing the style of your slide or of your table. Clear this thing? Okay, just try it out, all these things, and remember, it is not only matter of trying the things. The main thing is just remember that what we can do with a design tab in with a table style group or table style options group under a design tab, or a table styles under a design tab, what we can do different things. So just remember this thing. Okay, okay then, thank you. Next time I'll continue from here. Okay, thank you and have a nice time.